Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the next topic is ER model. So it is an entity relationship model. So it is mainly used to know what the concept of the database design, how the database is designed. So how to design the database, like that we can it can satisfy these type of questions which are related to the database design. So like that it consists of various entities. Entities is nothing but it may be a real object or anything which can be easily identified by the user. Say for example, employee, it is easily identifiable. So which means it will be having some employee details. It's the detail of a employee from a company. So HR. HR means human resource. So it may be a HR department or it may be a details of the HR working in a company, like that. It is easily identifiable. So these are called the entities. So it is maybe a real object or anything which can be easily identifiable. So the ER model will consist of various entities which will be interconnected, based on some conditions or maybe their dependencies. Say for example, employee number, name, these two are an entity, these two also an entity. These two are dependent on the main entity called employee. So it contains various entities which are interconnected based on some conditions or dependencies. So this is the overview of the ER model. So the next one is the concepts, ER modeling concepts. We are going to discuss the ER modeling concept. The first one is the entity or the entity type. So we have already told the entity type. Entity is a real-time objects or animation which is identifiable by a common man, by anyone. So it is a real-time objects or anything which can be easily identifiable by anyone or a common man. So I have given the example like employee and HR in the previous introduction. So these are the types of entity. So we have three types: strong entity, weak entity, and instance. Entity, instance. Entity, instance. So strong entity is nothing but it is full and full, it is independent with respect to other entities. It is independent among other entities. So it never depends on any other entities. And it will be having its own unique key. That means it will having the own primary key. Say for example, employee ID. Employee ID is the strong entity which will never depend on any other entities, and it will be having its own primary key, that is unique key. So a strong entity will be represented using a single rectangle. So the next one is the weak entity. So weak entity is full and full dependent on other entities. So for example, in your book they have given the so the next one is weak entity. Weak entity is nothing but full and full dependent on other entities. The entities that are dependent on other entities is called as weak entity. In your book they have given the example as mark is dependent on both entities, exam and subject. So the mark will not have a unique value. So even if the mark 50 can be repeated so many times, even the other mark can be repeated so many times, it cannot have the unique value, unique key, primary key. So it will not have the unique key, and it is represented using double rectangle. And the third one is entity instant. Entity instant are nothing but values for the entity. So for example, employee ID, I am giving the values, say for example 01, 02, 03, like that, the values, and exam like midterm exam, half yearly, quarterly, like that. I divide the exams. I give values to the exam and the subject English, Tamil, like that. So those values are called the entity instance. So this is all about the entity type or entity type. So the next we will see about the attributes. What are all the attributes available in the ER modeling concepts? So the next is the attributes. So what is the attribute? So attribute is nothing but information about the entity. So we have already seen that column is also called as the attribute. The column in a table is also called as the attribute. So same thing here. It is information about the entity. So it quantify the entity, it qualify and it classify the entity and it specify the entity in a table. Say for example, how much entity are there in a table? How the entities are classified, differentiated, segregated. How the entity is specified under which table. So like that, it helps to identify the entity. So next is the attributes will be having a single value. Will be always having a most possibly it will be having single value that can be either a number or a string or a character. Say for example, employee ID. Employee ID, the heading employee ID is an attribute. It is a single value. So it will be having it can be either a number or a string or a character. So character is nothing but a single letter. So these are the types of attributes. So the first one is the key attribute. Key attribute is nothing but the unique characteristics of an entity. So employee ID. Employee ID is a key attribute which has the unique characteristics of an entity. So all the entities will have a unique record, unique data. So that is a key attribute. The next one is a simple attribute. Simple attribute is nothing but the entity cannot be separated. The entity cannot be separated further. So that is the employee and it has an entity employee ID which cannot be further separated. So that is called as simple attribute. Whereas it is a composite attribute. Here the entity can be separated without changing the meaning. So that is the most important thing. The entity can be separated without changing the meaning. So for example, employee name. So it is separated into two, first name and last name, without changing the meaning. So next one is single value attribute. Single value attribute is nothing but the value of an attribute will be having only one value. Say for example, age column, age attribute will be having only one value, and same as employee ID will be having only one value in a record. And here is multi-value. Say for example, we take it as degree. Degree can have multiple values, MCA, BA, and also the bank account. So this is also attribute which can have two or more names of the bank, SBI and HDFC, like that. So these are the types of attributes and about the attributes. Next we will see what is the relationship in the entity relationship model, basic concept model. So the next one is the relationship in the entity relationship modeling concepts. So relationship exists between two entities. So it is a relationship exists between two entities. So there are three types of relationship. So the first one is one-to-one relationship. So what is the one-to-one relationship? So this is two entities A and B. So these are the entities values we have. So the value of A, either 0 or 1, will have associate with values either 0 or 1 of B. So that is, it is written in the book like 0 or 1 instance of A is associated with 0 or 1 instance of B. So either 0 is associated with 0 or 1, 1 is associated with either 0 or 1, and the same vice versa. Same 0 or 1 of instance B is associated with 0 or 1 of instance A, entity A. So this is one-to-one relationship. Next one is the one-to-many relationship. So from the term one-to-many, so one instance of A is associated with many relationship in the entity B. So 0 is associated with 0 and 1, and here you see 1 and 2, many relationship associated with many entities associated with single entity in A. So when coming back, many entity will have one entity relationship contact. So that is written as one instance of A that exists either 0 or 1 or many of B. In vice versa, one instance of B that exists either 0 or 1. Only one instance is associated with in the vice versa concept in one-to-many relationship. So the last one is many-to-many relationship. We have two entities and values for the entities. Many values from A, instance A, can be associated with many values in the entity B. So that is the concept. So that is written as one instance of A that exists 0 or 1 or many of B. See, either it is connected with 0 and 1 or many, like that. So again vice versa, one instance of B that exists 0 or 1 or many of A. See the 2 is connected with, 1 is connected with here 1 and also to the 2. So this is the many-to-many relationship. So this is all about the entity relationship model. So in the next class, we will see what is the entity relationship diagram. Thank you.